Hey guys, how you doing? jpsarrireviews here. Now, it is Monday and Queen Studios already started the week really strong. They have a new collectible, a new statue that a lot of people were anticipating. This is the Iron Man Mark VII from the Avengers film. And it looks terrific. So in today's video, we're going to look at it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to dissect the good and the bad. And ultimately, I want to let you know if I think you need to add it to your collection. And I will have the link in the description as usual for those who are interested. But before we get into all the information, the photos and all of that, I invite you to, if you like this video and if this is your first time, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button so you're reminded of every video. We produce videos every day. And please follow me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. The links are down below. And also consider supporting the channel via Patreon. Again, the links are in the description. All right, we're looking at the statue. Now, this is not available through the website, through Queen Studios. They don't have a license outside China and Southeast Asia. However, there are other distributors internationally, and you can get that. So one of them is Spec. We're going to go there in just a moment. Now, the deposit for this is $225, and then you pay the $500 plus the shipping at the time of delivery, or you can pay the full payment, and which is $725 plus the shipping cost, which is not bad at all for this piece. It is made out of polystone. It does have internal lighting, so that's really cool. The size for this is 74.5 centimeters in height. The width is 40.5 centimeters, and the length is 37.5 centimeters. The estimated arrival time for this is the first quarter of 2021, which is really soon, and we don't have an edition size yet. All right, and now we're at Spec Fiction because we're going to look at the pictures here. I love the way it's set up, the website set up. But here the price is $745. They do offer a payment plan, which is good. Of course, you pay the deposit, $200, and then of course you pay the rest and the shipping costs at the end. Now let's look at the pictures. And I'm telling you, I'm a big fan of the Mark VII. It's I think one of my favorite suits of Iron Man. I would say that I'm a bigger fan of the Mark IV. The Mark IV is an amazing looking suit. But the Mark VII is more streamlined. I love the colors that they choose, some of the metallic that is used in the armor. And I feel that in this case, of course, they're representing here very well. The introduction was very iconic in the movies, in the MCU, when Loki sends Tony Stark out the window. And he's falling, of course, from the Avengers Tower. And he calls Jarvis, and Jarvis sends through a pod. A shuttle comes, of course, the suit, and in midair he's transformed into Iron Man, which is a really cool scene. And it's taken out of the comics, but I'm telling you, it's very cool. The pictures don't look as great, I would say. They're not as bright, but nonetheless, I do feel that they did a terrific job in representing the character, and I love the different the pose. First of all, I love the pose, and I love, of course, the metallic accents here. The only problem, of course, is that this is made out of polystone, so there are no die-cast elements here, which I know some people might find dissatisfying because, of course, when it comes to Iron Man, everyone wants to have some die-cast elements. But if you want to save the cost, then, of course, you do this. You do out of polystone, you paint it, you make it look like it's metallic, and you save the money. So ultimately, that doesn't pass into the collectors, into the consumers, because if you add a lot of die-cast into this, you're looking at a more expensive piece. You're looking at least a $2,000 piece. Now, another thing that I would say that I'm not too keen about this piece is just the base alone. Of course, he's in midair, which is part of the concept they're creating with the other pieces. But I do feel that in many ways, they shot themselves in the foot by creating this tall bases. They did that with Spider-Man. The two Spider-Mans that they already created. The Iron Spider and, of course, the other Spider-Man from Civil War. So ultimately, if you want to display all together, then you have to raise them all really high. Perhaps what they're trying to do is have some sort of display in the future where some of the pieces are going to be on the front. But it is going to make these pieces a bit tall, of course, all of them. And the display is going to be hard to find the spot, the proper spot, or the proper display case for it. So you're going to have to be very proactive, and you have to use your imagination in order to create some sort of display or the perfect display for it. But I like it. I do like the concept here. Yeah, with the rubble and all of that, it's cool. Just make it really tall. And I like that. I do wish, though, that you have an extra portrait here where you can see his face, as they have done with the Spider-Man statues with Tom Holland. But perhaps, you know, there's some type of licensing problem there and they are unable to do so. Of course, because they have to have the likeness of the actor and has to be approved by the actor. And I'm sure that it's not cheap to do so. Now, there's been other Iron Man statues produced by other companies, and I'm telling you, I think they have done a fantastic job. Iron Man is such a photogenic character. I would say the suit itself, and I feel that every company that does it right. I haven't really seen a piece that I didn't like. I wasn't really a big fan of Iron Man as a kid. I like Iron Man, you know, I watched the cartoon, all of that. But I wasn't really a big fan of it. It was not my favorite Avenger. But I do feel that Downey Jr., his portrayal in the MCU has made this character even more likable than ever. To the point that a lot of people are big fans, not because they care about the comics or ever care about the comics, but because they care about, Robert Downey Jr. and his depiction of Tony Stark in the MCU. And here you can see that this piece really embodies that, and he does it well. Now with the base, of course, it's really tall, very slimmed right here, which can be a bit scary. It's kind of cool, all the little parts. Some mud, some dirt on his feet, which is kind of cool. Nice detail. I never saw this until now, like some bullets. Kind of cool. And of course, here you have more information, stuff that we already saw. And really cool. I would say that the base is simple in everything. I feel that with the Spider-Man statues, I feel that the bases had a little more detail. Here you have less detail. And everything is pretty much centered into the piece. So I'm not really a big fan of the base per se. And here you see the light up feature. Really cool. And definitely when you come up close and you see the paint job, then you realize definitely this is polystone and it's not a die-cast statue. But yeah, I'm telling you, it's a nice piece. They have done a terrific job with it. Not denying on that. I wish actually these things in the back could be removed so you have a more cleaner look. But I think that in the end, the idea is to represent this particular scene of this particular pose that way. But nonetheless, I do feel that the piece is nice. The light up features are going to make it look even better. It's really cool. There's a lot of simplistic elements to it, which is nice. Sometimes less is more. And yeah, the base is perhaps not my favorite thing, but with the statue, I think just the simplicity of the statue makes it worth your investment. But what is your opinion, my friend? What do you think about this statue, this Mark VII? Are you a fan of it? Do you agree with my opinion? Do you disagree with it? Do you think this is the best Iron Man that we have so far? Or there are better options out there? Let me know in the comments below. But before I go, please don't forget to like, to comment, and to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification button so you're reminded of every video. Consider following me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. The link's in the description. And please also support me through Patreon. Again, the link is in the description. My friends, I want to say God bless you. Take care. And I'll talk to you again. Bye-bye.